welcome to this week's video. Today we're going to talk about how to do an FTP test on Sufferfest. So recently, nakapag-test ako with the help of Martin, one of my colleagues. We did a 4DP test on a wahoo kicker. Ayan, so tulungan tayo ni Martin ngayon sa pag-setup nito. Kasi hindi ko alam gamitin to eh. Using Sufferfest, so it's a 4DP test. It tests your sprint power, your 5-minute threshold, your 20-minute threshold, and also your 1-minute threshold. 1-minute threshold probably would be one of the most painful parts of the test sa 4DP test because nasa dulo na siya eh. You'd start off with 2 sprints and then a 5-minute threshold test, and then you'll have the 20-minute threshold. Lastly, after the 20-minute threshold, meron 1-minute threshold test. So after mong gawin lahat, gagawin mo yung 1-minute threshold, pagod na pagod ka na nun. Sobrang sakit na ng legs mo nun. And trust me, it's not fun. Probably it is fun sa inyo, pero I don't know. For me, it was pretty painful. So things that you need to have if you want to do an FTP test. Number 1, obviously you need to have a power meter. In this case, ang gamit namin was a wahoo kicker, so it's a smart trainer equipped with a power meter. If you don't have one, I'm not sure though, but I think you can make do with a virtual power kind of test. So you need to have a speed sensor, a cadence sensor, and then you have to input all the data that the website is asking you for, like your weight, the bike's weight, etc. like that. So what it does, it shows you kung ano yung power na nilalabas mo. So how much power are you putting out? Now in this case, we're using a power meter again. And Martin right here is setting up the computer so that I would see how much power I'm putting out, the cadence, how fast I'm spinning the pedals. Makikita ko yung lahat because there will be a lot of different segments for this test. So it started off with a warm-up and then followed by the 2 sprint tests. So sa sprint tests, it only lasts for 10 seconds, so you have 2 tries for that. 2 attempts to beat your personal record. Well, if you're doing this for the first time, kaya dalawa siya, kasi yung una, end zone.
Two, one.
Most likely, you're not gonna get the right gearing and cadence, so you have another attempt so that you can beat the first one, which I did.
And stop. Okay. Okay lang yun. Kahit tumabog ng kicker, hindi man niya matutumba. Ay, hindi natin nakita yung result. We'll see later.
I think on this video. Okay. After that, lets you rest for a little bit to prepare you for the 5-minute threshold test.
Midway through the 5-minute test. 2 minutes to go. Stop na.
Hold on.
30 seconds. Tama. Agad na. 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grunts. Up next, 20 minutes. Pahinga muna.
Believe me or not, yung kada segundo ng session na yun was forever. Yesterday, Martin did an FTP test and kami, nanonood lang kami, so we were just watching there. And yung feeling ng time ng tao na hindi naman nag-test was very quick. Pero pag ikaw yung nagte-test, it takes forever. Yung 10 seconds takes forever. Let's say you were putting around 300, 250 watts and that's your FTP. Ang pakiramdam mo, yung 10 seconds na yumuko ka, kala mo 1 minute na siya, pero in actuality, it's just 10 seconds. So, ganun siya kahirap. After the 5-minute test, I don't recall kung papalakarin ka ng system because there are parts or segments doon sa mismong FTP test wherein it will ask you to walk around before you get back on the bike. First time ko makaranas ng cramp.
Pinupulikat ka na?
Seryoso?
Both. Sa calves, hindi sa legs. Yung calf muscle.
Oo nga. Diyan nga. Hindi, ibig sabihin, tama, sinasagad mo ngayon talaga.
Ibig sabihin, tama ginagawa ko.
Walk it off.
Okay, no! Teka!
Per minute.
Teka!
Lakad! Kaya mo pang bumaba.
Walk.
Ano? Test na.
Bye, Kevin.
So, after that part, we're now on the 20-minute test. The 20-minute test was very long and alam ko sa sarili ko na I'm not really an endurance type of guy. So, FTP for 20 minutes, I remember I was only able to hit 207. That's really low for my age. Ganun kakulang ang training, guys. Ganun kakulang ang training.
Okay. Halfway through the 20-minute test.
Yeah, diba?
That's
10 minutes!
We'll be back pag malapit na matapos. Last 2 minutes ng 20-minute test. As 1 minute. $30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basta. Ano, kaya mo na magsalita? Sabi mo interviewin kita.
Kaya.
Okay.
Grabe painful yan.
Okay. May isa pang 1 minute test.
1 minute test. Isa pa. Gusto ko yung lakad part. If you're new to my channel, subscribe! So after the 20-minute test, the system again asks you to cool down a little bit and prepares you for the 1-minute threshold test. Sabi! Ayan na. Hindi pa ako magsalita. So, 20-minute FTP test done. May isa pa. Kaya na ba ako? May isa pa. Up next is the 1-minute test. supposedly the most painful? Hindi, no?
Oo.
Oh, kasi ito yung top end
Maximum.
ko talaga.
All out na yan.
All
Last
out
one
for
na.
1 minute. So, 1 minute threshold. Lakas mo na lahat ng natitira mong lakas kasi diyan ka mauubusin.
Okay, 1 minute. Maximum effort. Naputol kanina. But anyway, here we are. 3, 2, 1. Ah.
There you guys have it. I wish you guys would try it out too. Let me know what you think. Gaano mahirap ba siya? Hindi ba siya mahirap? And I also posted another video about this, pero hindi siya FTP, meaning to say hindi siya power test. It was a heart rate or maximal heart rate test na ginawa ni Felix and ni Ramir. So you guys can watch that video. Again, the only thing that you need is a bike, a trainer. If you don't have a power meter, pwede kang maglagay ng cadence sensor, and then kailangan mo ng speed sensor. If you have a heart rate monitor, get one. If you don't have one, get one. Okay? So, and then you can search on the internet kung ano ba yung different zones for you to train on, because those things are very, very important. So after the test, I found out that I am a sprinter, and that's why we have different segments on this test. Again, it starts off with the sprint, and then the 5-minute threshold test, and then a 20-minute threshold test, and then followed by the 1-minute threshold test. It determines what kind of rider you are. So after the test, I found out that I am actually a sprinter. So I topped out at around 900 something to 1000 something watts for my sprint. Not really that high, but for my level of fitness, it was high compared to my 20-minute FTP or 20-minute threshold. My 20-minute threshold topped at around 207 watts, which was a lot lower than my previous power for 20 minutes. Pero that's okay. I'm going to try and work on my 20-minute threshold so that I'd be a lot more useful in races. So because of this test, nalaman ko na kaya pala minsan hindi ako nakakatapos ng mga races is because I join a lot of attacks. Pag nakakita ako ng attack, sinasabayan ko. Little did I know, hindi pala ako para sa ganong laro. So, mas maging effective ako if I would stay with a bunch and then wait for the final sprint. So, ngayon, I would work on my 20-minute threshold and 5-minute threshold so that kung may attack man, I can close that off and still be able to finish the race and still sprint at the last part. So that's it for today's episode. I hope to see you guys next time. Ride with me. You can comment down below if you'd like me to join your ride. I'll be happy to post videos about you and our ride. So stay tuned for more videos. See ya.
Wanna do that again?
Boy!